Hello everyone, I'm Woko and welcome to Wokolandia. I know, Warhammer 40k is something completely different from what I usually do in this channel until now. In many of my old videos I explain how much I learned from different miniature painter channel like eBay Miniature Rescue, Squidmare Miniature, Goobertown Hobbies, or Ninjon, and many other. They literally teach me how color something. Even my custom toys. From them I learned different paint techniques, even some style and some way for obtaining some effect. And at the same time I start like and love this grim dark world of Warhammer. From here I start follow the lore and watching some game. But actually I never paint a miniature, and I think it's time to try. Trying to follow the steps of the wise Casey from eBay Miniature Rescue, I try to rescue a miniature. I bought this Dreadnought online. His condition is not so good and now I try to disassemble the miniature. In this way I'm able to work easily on every single pieces because I need to remove the mold line and the color. Like you see, it has a lot of gaps and the color is even inside the miniature. I don't know why, but I try to fix this stuff. I try. Obviously I'm not here pretending to teach you how paint a miniature. This one is literally my first miniature ever painted. And at last I decide for a simple color scheme because I'm afraid to ruin everything. But on the other side I'm quite good on customized stuff. Basically this entire channel is about custom. Because of that I decided to intervene on this miniature for create my own custom Dreadnought. In Warhammer there is different type of custom. There is the kitbash. Basically you use different kit from Games Workshop or other company for create your own personalized miniature. On the other side you can scratch build something, basically use everything and create a proxy of your miniature. I don't know if it's legal in the tournament, but yeah, actually for now I don't care. But because my last Warhammer video was about a scratch build and the result was not so great, I decided to start from something original. Yes, it will be a custom, but from something original Games Workshop. And guys, it really is so much easier. Well, back on the custom, I disassembled the figure, the miniature, and I start removing the color. But because the paint is quite thick, I use my hobby knife and some file. After that I start drill some hole on the main body and on the arms of the Dreadnought. The idea is make room for some magnet, and they are very useful because they make the weapon interchangeable. Also they allow me to paint the different piece separately. And it is very useful because this stuff is very tiny for me. Well, here don't try this at home. Use a normal hobby knife and not the stuff I use, please. But the idea is remove carefully the front part of the Dreadnought. In this way I have access on the inside, and the trick is try to save both part because I need both. After that, I start sand the edges and I constantly compare the two pieces for have the minimum gap. And all this process take me about an entire week, probably because I'm a complete noob in this stuff, but it's very difficult because you have all these little detail, and every time you try to do something you risk to ruin everything or cover something or chop off some pieces, and I don't know, it's quite difficult really. The magnets are the same I use for my custom, only sometimes you need something smaller, but they work well in any case. Okay, now I want to try to explain the idea behind this custom. Obviously you already know what is a space marine, and if you don't know, is basically a super soldier with an heavy tech armor who fight for the survival of the entire human race. And when one of these guys, maybe a cool one, a hero of this Imperium, die or nearly die, is put inside a Dreadnought, basically a coffin with 2 legs and 2 arms, to keep fighting for the Emperor and for the humankind. And that's it. It's quite simple. I wanna put a dead body inside this Dreadnought and create something around who keep this guy alive, or nearly alive. Well, now the actual custom part. I don't have stuff like milliput or green stuff, and because of that I use Fimo. And because this type of Fimo need to be baked, I need to create something easy to remove. But on the other side is very easy to mold and sculpt. Well, this time I try with Fimo, and maybe next time I try something different like milliput or green stuff. Probably milliput. With my sculpting tool I start modeling the cockpit. This process was quite tricky because I need constantly compare with the front part of the Dreadnought, and after bake the central pieces, the entire process become easier. Basically because I can work outside of the miniature, not inside. But for do that I need to remove this part, and like you see, it's not so easy. I don't know why I wanna make this stuff in this way, but the result is what matters. Well, I don't have a lot of minis, but I have found these old Warhammer fantasy skeletons, and yeah, I decided to use one of them because I don't have any other dead body. So little. I choose this one because it's already broken, but at last I keep only the main body, and I pick the arm and head from another one. And yeah, I talk about someone nearly dead, and not someone who has been dead long enough to be an actual skeleton, but think him like a very skinny guy. I don't know. Maybe works. I have the driver, and it's time to add some new element. I use these two pieces of Lego for have a different shape. In this way the cockpit is less flat and boring. And after that I start drill some holes for put some pipes inside. In this way I hold in place this steel wire, because if I use only superglue for place these pipes, probably they fell off just touched. In this way they hold out and they are more realistic, like a pipes who come out from the back of the machine. I think this part was my favorite. I like this idea to find the right place for put these pipes, this steel wire cover in rubber, and the result was very cool. Obviously with my big finger this step was a little bit weird, but with the help of some tool the entire process became easier. And here I drill a hole in the skeleton hand for make fit a piece of steel wire who works like a joystick, for try to find the reason because this arm still attached on the main body. In this way with the joystick he moved the legs and the arms on the right, and on the other side his arm is all one with the machine. Maybe it's weird, but I wanna try to find a reason for this cockpit. It's always useful to create a little background around your hero. In this way different stuff start making a lot more sense. And here we have all the pieces, even this little cockpit. I really like it. And now I only need to glue all this part together, and after that prime and paint. For priming I use this metal bar, very useful for something with magnet. And for the main body I use some tape for stick the miniature. And this is another things I learned from those awesome miniature painter channel. Maybe they never watched this video, but really guys, thank you. I start with black acrylic for create a good base inside the Dreadnought, and after that with silver I cover every single metal part. But like I said previously, I choose a very simple scheme. I choose black with some silver detail, a very simple stuff, because I'm very scared to ruin the entire mini. I really wanna try oil, rust and many other color and technique, but now I prefer going simple and finish this video. Also, like you see, I use a toothpick for reach all the single stud. In this way the entire process is very simple. I use the brush only for this little red light and the purity seal. After that I cover all the metal part with a simple black wash, and after color the inside in silver, I use different color for underline the pipes. Overall, this color and paint are quite simple, but nothing prevents me to pick up this miniature again when I have more experience. One of the last steps is the base. After the side where placed the Dreadnought, I mark the position and I use some rocks for make this base more interesting. And after find a right position and gluing the rock in place, I cover the entire surface with glue and I put some weird sand all over the base. And after the glue was rock solid, I have the perfect battlefield for this Dreadnought. And well guys, this custom miniature is basically done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have some question, comment down below. Also let me know if you wanna see more of this Warhammer video. Obviously I keep making my custom toys, but I really wanna try new miniature and new paint technique. And like always, remember, like, share and subscribe really help me on the channel, and ring the bell for not miss the next video. And now it's time to show you my new rescue custom Dreadnought.